Tap In with TT. My special guest today tapping in is Baby Tate.
Hey.
Baby Tate, push that mic up a little bit closer to you. Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. Can we zoom in on those beautiful nails, girl? You came with it. First of all, your whole outfit is fly. Okay,
Thank you.
From the boots to the fit. Your sense of fashion is amazing. I'm always watching you on the gram. Like, this girl is just so out of the box and creative. And have you always been that way?
I have. I was just telling somebody last night, like, my mom's super fly, and I feel like your mom's your first stylist, and so I learned a lot of my fashion sense from her. So I've always been just,
Yeah. What's your favorite go-to? Are you a sneakers girl? Are you a heel girl?
It's really funny. I was just talking about this yesterday. I have evolved into, like, more of a heel girly. I didn't used to be like that. I used to literally hate heels and be like, do not ever put me in a heel. Like, I would tell every stylist, do not put me in no heel. I could do a platform, but not a heel. But lately, I don't know. I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm getting into more, like, grown. Do a heel from time to time. But I do everything. Like, I still love a good sneaker.
Okay, so are you, pick one, Dunks or Jordans?
Jordans. I literally don't know, actually. Like, I'm not that deep into sneakers, so, like, you could probably show me a Dunk and I might think it's a Jordan. So I don't know.
I used to love Jordans, but now I'm all about the Dunks. I actually used to love Yeezys a lot. Like, my Yeezy collection is crazy.
So what's a Dunk?
This is a Dunk. I have them on today.
Okay.
That's a Dunk.
Okay.
I have this the blue and white one.
Oh, I think I like Dunks then. Yeah.
The Jordans, to me, they hurt your feet real bad. Maybe because I have wide feet, so in the front,
Okay.
they hurt.
I truly, honestly wouldn't know. Like, you could put both of them right here and be like, I don't know.
But the most comfortable sneaker to me is the Yeezys. I think they're super comfortable.
I don't think I've ever worn a Yeezy.
No. You got to try it one day.
Yeah, one day.
So anyways, let's talk about the new song. You just recently dropped a new song.
Yes.
What drew you to the New Jersey club scene? Like, what inspired that?
My family, actually. So my mom is from New Jersey. I'm actually the only person in my family from Atlanta. And so every summer, every Christmas holiday, like, I would be up in New Jersey. And my younger cousin, Taylor, who passed in 2017, she was like my sister. And every time I would go up there, she'd be like, y'all don't do the rocket hips. Y'all be doing the sexy walk. Y'all be doing this. Y'all be doing that. I'm like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, we are doing the lean with it, rock with it. And you know what I'm saying? So she would keep me, like, up to date on all the Jersey club dances and stuff. And I learned a lot of it from her. And I just was making this song, like, about my real life. And I just wanted to kind of, like, pay homage to her and to my family and, to Jersey culture.
Yeah. I love that. I love the fact that you would visit between both cities because Atlanta is a big city, but yet it feels small.
It does.
Yeah. And Jersey is big because it's so close to New York, but it still has that small feeling because it's not New York City.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, everybody knows everybody type of vibe.
Yeah.
Actually, what's really crazy is I just met someone in here that was, like, a friend of my cousin's.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh, it might be my makeup artist.
Yeah, Dre. Yeah. She was like, yeah, I'm Taylor's friend. I was like, my cousin? Yeah.
That's so interesting. How were you able to grieve through that process? You guys were so close.
We were very, very close. It's still hard. I don't want to get emotional, but, like, she was so close to me. We were, like, literally sisters. I think we were, like, 8 months apart. So we grew up very close, and it's something that, like, with grief, you kind of don't get over it. Like, it's just something that you learn to cope with a bit better.
Yeah.
But I feel like she's always with me. I have these 2 butterfly tattoos on my shoulders that, like, represent her. And even this morning, like, I always snooze. I be hitting that snooze button, like, child, I'm tired. And yesterday I hit that snooze button so many times that I kind of was, like, running late for stuff. So today, like, the last snooze button, it came up at, like, 8:18, which was her address. It was, like, 818 Huntington. Wow. And I was like, okay, this Taylor, like, bitch, get up.
Get to it.
get up or you gonna be late. So I was like, okay, she with me today.
Yeah, I love that. You know, and you never put a time limit on grieving, like you said. Like, it comes and goes in waves. But the most important thing is for you to protect your mental health and give yourself permission to grieve and not judge it, you know?
Yeah, I'm very big on mental health and just like trying to be mindful of what other people are going through, because you really never know at the end of the day.
Yeah. And it's particularly a lot for women in this game because you guys, we, not just you, but just in general, we are judged for every aspect of ourselves, right? The music, the looks, the, you know, you go up and down on the weight, you know, scales. Like, it's just so much that we as women have to put up with in this industry. Is she a bitch? Is she not a bitch? Or she's this and she's that. And I think it's so important that particularly women of this culture find that time to protect their peace because, girl, it can be a lot, right?
It can, absolutely. Like, I try to prioritize my mental health and just like my peace and sanity. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I'm like, all right, I know I got all this work to do. I have this and that. But, like, sometimes I just turn the phone off, get a little bath. You know what I'm saying? Like, get myself back to me, because it is a lot.
Yeah. What's that childhood moment in Jersey that you could remember was like, man, that was a fun summer?
Oh, my God. Every summer was so fun. Because my aunt, who also passed away, who's my cousin Taylor's mother, she, like, made sure that we were always doing something. She used to have block parties at her house all the time.
Wow.
Like, yeah, she was that family member that, like, brought everybody together. So I can't really pinpoint, like, any one moment. I just know any time that I was up in New Jersey, like, it was the best time. Because I also grew up an only child. Okay. So going up to Jersey, like, I had all of my cousins. Yeah.
Like
so
brothers
it was always,
and sisters.
Always a good time.
That's my son. He's the only child. And he's just like, Mom, I have no siblings. And he's really
that was
close.
me. I used to be like, Mom, please have another child. She's like, with who? Leave me alone.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap, homie.
Okay.
It's not happening,
like,
brother.
Please.
They could say, hey, TT, here's $1 million, have another baby. I'm going to say, hey, keep your $1 million.
Keep it. Thank you.
I love my son, but kids are a big responsibility. Yeah.
Huge.
I know you're not thinking about kids right now.
No, not anytime soon. I do want kids, but definitely not anytime soon.
Yeah, the music is your number one priority.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How has Atlanta and Jersey influenced your music? I mean, because you live between two worlds, so I know you played with the Jersey sound. Obviously, Atlanta has so many influences from like Goody Mob to Outkast to the new guys coming up to Thugs, the Gunners, the everybody that comes out of Atlanta. It's just such a melting pot of cultures. How has that influenced your music?
I think the main thing that growing up in Atlanta has done for me is just like reminding me that I can do anything, because like you don't have to be from Atlanta and sound like one particular thing, because all those artists that you just named, like they all sound different from each other. There are some like flows that are similar, I think, based off of like time period and stuff, but you can literally do anything. And so with me, I've always just explored music from a very like curious place, because I listen to so many different genres of music. So I like to explore my own creation. Like I don't want to just make rap music. Like I also want to make pop music and R&B and do so many things. And I think also because I started off like producing as well for myself, that my mind just like hears everything. So I don't leave anything on the table. And I think that's the biggest thing that Atlanta did for me.
I love that about you. I love the fact that you're not afraid to push the envelope musically. Yeah. You know, do you get like similarities between you and Missy a lot?
I do. I've gotten that statement for a very long time, like since I was first coming out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Missy. I really like appreciate just like her creativity, her mind, like her mind. Yeah. She's a genius. She's a legend. So yeah.
How do you control the creativity though? Because when you're so creative like how you are, I'm sure there are nights that you just absolutely cannot sleep because there's like so many creative thoughts running through your head.
Well, one thing about me, I'm going to sleep. Okay? I love my rest. I am going to get some sleep. But I feel like I don't know. You just kind of have to let the ideas flow.
Yeah.
So I try to just like either write stuff down or just. There's even been moments where I might be at a party or something and I have like a melody idea and I have to like write down the solfege
Yeah.
of
Or
what the
voice note it
melody
to you.
is.
Yeah.
I can't do a voice note because like the music is too loud, so I have to
Yeah.
write down like la, so, ti, fa.
Yeah.
And like just go back to it one day and be like, oh, that was a cute little melody. Cute. I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Was you a little girl? Was that always like your thing? You could hear music differently and
Yeah. So like my mom is an artist, and so I grew up very engulfed in music.
Who's your mom?
Deion Ferris.
Okay.
And then I also went to like performing arts, elementary, middle, and high school. So I was like really, not only just like it came naturally to me, but I learned a lot of like actual technique from school. So yeah, I've always known that I wanted to make music. I started making music when I was 13, and
yeah,
here I am.
And sampling, producing. It's interesting that you you produce. How did you? Was that a skill you just developed yourself, or did you watch your mom? Was that something self-taught?
Yeah, it was fully self-taught. When I was younger, I used to play piano, and then I stopped because I was like, this is so lame and corny, and I don't want to play piano. And my mom was like, you're going to regret it one day. And I was like, no, I'm not, because it's lame and corny. But now I do regret that I stopped playing. Yeah. But, I was playing piano, and this one summer I just didn't have anything to do. So I started producing, and I kind of just taught myself how to do everything.
Yeah. How do you feel your sound is compared to, or maybe you don't even care about comparing anything, but just your sound in general? What do you think is the Baby Tate standout for you?
I think one thing about my sound that's like super unique, I don't know, it's just like, I don't like comparing myself to other people because I feel like we're all like doing completely different things. But my music is just very like fun. It's very versatile. I think my versatility is one thing that like separates me from a lot of people. And then just like the upliftment of women and empowerment of women. That's something that I always, try to make sure I do.
Yeah.
Because as a woman, as a black woman, as a black queer woman, I know like the struggles that we go through on a daily.
Yeah.
And I know how music can be like a release for a lot of us. So I try to be very mindful and like intentional about doing that in my music.
Yeah. But you can feel that though.
Thank you.
You can feel through your music and just your expression, period. You're not afraid to just be yourself.
Yeah.
Your most authentic self. And I think that's a superpower to have.
Thank you.
Because some people are really afraid of being their most authentic self because the fear of being judged.
Yeah. I just was having this conversation the other day. I feel like so many people, from women, men, like whatever your gender identity is, are just afraid to be judged. And I feel like if there's anything that I could put in my music, it's to encourage people to not be afraid of being themselves, So like however that looks for you, like whether it's a little baby step of, oh, I wanted to like do my makeup a little different today. I don't know, I'm kind of scared, but like still do it, just like encouraging people to
just live your truth.
A bit more fearless.
And you're so young, and to be able to tap into that and be so self-assured, I think that's a really great superpower to have.
Thank you.
Was that something like your mom, your parents instilled in you as a young girl, like, and just accepting you for who you are and not trying to change you and embedded in you? Girl, be yourself.
Yeah, definitely. My mom is so eccentric, and so I don't think I was ever like, oh, I can't be like this, I can't be like that. There were moments like growing up where I really wanted to like dye my hair pink or something. My mom was like, no, I'm not having it. But, like she always allowed me to express myself, and there was never even a thought in my mind like, oh, I can't do this because of like someone might judge me. I remember going to like school and I used to wear like shoelaces as ribbons in my hair.
Wow.
And people would be like, do you need ribbons? Like, do you need me to buy you some ribbons or something? I'm like, no, this is just how it's supposed to look. Like, this is fashion, you wouldn't understand. Like, you wouldn't get it. So I've always been like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. And that's part of that only child thing too. It's like when you are the only child, you are forced to be your most creative self, to entertain yourself.
Literally. I have to be everything for myself because there's nobody else around to do it. My mom is doing her thing, you know, being an adult.
Yeah.
So I'm the only child in the house. You know, growing up, I actually have like 5 brothers, but like I didn't grow up with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up the only child, a girl alone. So my imagination ran wild.
Yo, I know, because my son, I'll be like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm building a fort for my friends. And I'm like, well, who's your friend? So then I'll go under his fort and he'll have like a trash can or this or that. It's
Period. It's my homie
like
right
he
here.
just, you know, entertains himself. The
Yeah.
only time it bothers me is when we're on vacation and I just be wanting to chill and he needs someone to entertain him. And that's when I'm like, can I borrow a kid? You see my son? You want to play with him?
Oh my God.
Or I'll take my nephew or something just so that he can have, you know, that someone with him. Because, girl, mama got to have a little bit of fun, too, okay? Can you elaborate on, like, who do you want to work with, produce with? Like, who's some of the people you see in your future?
So I've been working with a lot of really, really cool people. I just moved to LA this year. So
You like it out there?
I do. I actually love it out there. I feel like I've been making some of like the best music that I've made in my career. But I've been working with this amazing writer named Justin Tranter. We've been making some super, super great stuff. But I feel like I'm really open to like working with kind of anyone if I feel like it makes sense. I know one of my like bucket list ones, I really want to work with Pharrell. I really want to work with Mike Will. I feel like being from Atlanta, like one of my favorite producers growing up was Mike Will all the time. So like I would definitely love to do that. But yeah, as far as like artists go, there are just too many to even try to name.
Yeah. Who's been your favorite so far that you have been able to collab with and get a good vibe with?
I've done so many collabs. I would have to say Flo Milli probably.
Yeah.
That
She's
was like
so
just,
dope.
Yeah, she is. I love what she stands for. I feel like we have very similar like, you know, beliefs and like moral codes and you know.
She's a good person.
Yeah.
Just outside of just being super talented as an artist, Flo Milli is just a nice person.
Yeah.
From the encounters that I've had with her, she's just always been super nice.
She is. She's a very sweet girl. So shout out to Flo.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna see you doing some acting. I know that.
I hope so very, very soon. I just did like an audition. It's like a voiceover acting thing audition, but I definitely want to act more. I'm like, please, SAG, give them people their money. Like, y'all doing too much now. Like, give them what they want.
It's over now? Yes, it just happened.
Beautiful.
The SAG strike is
beautiful.
Over.
Hallelujah.
So now everybody can get back to work.
Praise God, we can get back to work. But yeah, no, I'm really excited to like just show off my acting skills. I'm actually about to start in a musical.
Oh, that's so
of
dope.
my own.
You're creating it?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Tell me a little bit about this musical.
So actually, my EP is a musical.
Yeah.
Basically. So, can I say the name? Yeah. Okay, period. I don't know. But yeah, the name of my EP is Baby Tate Presents Sexploration the Musical. Oh. And so yeah, growing up and like being in high school, we would always do a musical every year, but my vocal teacher was a hater. He hated me really, really bad, and so he never casted me in the musical. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own musical. And we're doing this visual EP. It's 5 songs, 5 videos, and it's like a whole
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be so cool.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
I don't think I'm trying to remember. I don't think anyone has ever done that before. A whole musical? I'm trying to think.
Beyonce, Carmen.
Oh, yeah, Beyonce. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that
the
one.
hip opera.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is good. I bet you it takes a lot of preparation, though. I can't imagine.
Yeah, it did. It's actually crazy. I shot all 5 videos in 2 days.
What?
Yes.
I know you were tired.
I I was exhausted. But yeah, we made it through. It did take a lot of preparation. It actually came together like way quicker than you would imagine. But yeah, shout out to the whole team because it's amazing.
Well, some people, when they look at visual art, they see like, Beyonce Lemonade, all of that. But a musical is different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not exactly the same.
Yeah.
And you really have to like sing and use your diaphragm and do the, I don't know if you're doing a choreography or you're like.
There's lots of choreo. Luckily for me, it was not like a live musical. So it's still to like real music.
Yeah.
But yeah, a whole bunch of choreo.
Yeah.
Doing it all on twisted ankles and hurt knees. Yes, child. She's a hard worker.
I love that. I love that for you. What was your favorite musicals growing up? Did you watch a lot of them?
Yes. My favorite musical of all time is Legally Blonde, the musical.
Okay.
I love that musical so much. I know every word, literally. But yeah, I feel like also we did like The Music Man at my school. That was really cute. I love West Side Story too.
Yeah, West Side Story is like a gem.
Yeah.
Have you ever come to Manhattan, Broadway to see them?
I haven't. I really want to, but I never have time. Like every time I come to New York, it's just work.
Yeah.
But I really, really want to go. I remember coming out here like maybe 2018 and I saw they were doing like the Mean Girl musical.
Yeah.
And Mean Girl is one of my favorite movies. So I was like, oh my God, I want to go see it, but I didn't have time. So.
We got to do a date there.
Yes,
girls
I would love
date
that.
I love a good
that.
musical.
Yeah.
I'm a Broadway girl. Like, that's my little fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, I love to go to Broadway and watch the musicals and theater. Because there's something magical about people being able to do their thing live. Mm-hmm. And like not skip a beat, It's like that's so
talent.
hard. That's so talented. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's even more talented than filming a movie because
there's no like, all right, let's redo
Redo
that,
the line, recut it. No, you gotta be on.
Yep.
And if you make a mistake, cool, but the audience will never know, So you gotta experience that.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're gonna set that up.
So when's the EP dropping?
The EP is dropping this month, October 27th.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Okay. Any special guests on the EP, or is it all you?
No, it's all me. No features. I'm like a very big believer in like standing on my own 2 feet. And if I feel like someone needs to be on the song isn't good enough. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like all for remixes and stuff or like just natural collaborations. Yeah. If I just so happen to be in the studio with someone, like let's make something work. But yeah, I like to just stand on my own 2 feet for my songs. Yeah.
Well, I think that's important too, especially as you continue to build your portfolio because the fan base will know you.
Right.
And you're not trying to just put a bunch of features to run up the streaming numbers.
Yeah, that's never been my goal. Yeah. I just want people to, if you don't like the music for me, you're not going to like it just because somebody else is on it. So like, I don't know.
And that's how you build a core fan base, right? Because you want to build a core fan base over time that will buy a ticket to your show, will purchase a merch, will see you in movies, they stream your music.
They spend the money.
Yeah, you want to build that over time. Yeah. It's it's not a sprint; it's a marathon.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And as you're going through the process, it requires a lot of patience. I can imagine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've been doing this like as my job for like 7 years now. So yeah. I've definitely never have been like, oh, I'm in a rush. Like I've always told people when people ask me for advice, just like trust your journey and like don't be in a rush. Don't be thirsty. Yeah. 'Cause, this is just how life goes. Like some people you come in the game, you start rapping 2 days ago and you immediately blow up. Some people it takes you 7 years. Some people it takes you 10. Some people it takes you like you can't compare your journey to anybody else's. Yeah. So I've been very grateful for my constant like growth. Yeah, it's never been like okay, I got here now. Like it's just been going up. So I'm very grateful.
Yeah, and I always tell people it's a process. Mm-hmm. And you want to have a sustainable career. Yeah. Because I've been in this game for quite some time and I've seen them go up and I've seen them go down. Yeah. And so you want to just make sure like, you're growing.
Absolutely.
You're evolving each step of the way, but you're also creating content that's sustainable and will last tested.
I'm very grateful to just have people that still care about my music that cared from the very first time I ever dropped something.
Yeah.
Like I recently met someone who is actually, I'm a huge fan of, I watch Drag Race, and Lux Noir London is one of my favorite queens that was just on the most recent season. And she was telling me like, oh yeah, I used to listen to Bob, which was like one of my first ever songs. And I was like, what? So to just, have that full circle moment, and I've been having a lot of those lately. It feels really good to like still be doing this.
And be proud of yourself.
Be successful,
Yeah. Well, listen, Baby Tate, thank you so much for stopping by. I can sit here and talk to you
me.
all day. You're such a good interviewer. I love
you.
it. Will you come back when the EP drops?
Absolutely.
Please. And let's try to make a date to go to a musical.
I want to do that so bad.
Yeah.
Please.
I think that would be great. Kiona, you have to hook that up.
Let's set it up.
So we
TT
gotta,
and BT, we going to the Broadway.
And we gotta go get some good food because I like to eat, child.
Same.
A good food, a foodie girl, and a Broadway night is my type of night.
What's your sign?
Leo.
I like Leos.
What's
I'm
your
a Taurus.
sign? You're a bull. You don't play no
Big
games.
Bull. Nope, I don't.
You don't play no games. One of my good friends is a Taurus, and she don't play no games.
Yeah.
Very much about her business. Love money. Love making money. Super entrepreneur, and very independent.
Period. Yes.
Yeah. And when they rock with you, they the most loyal,
solid and loyal
people
as they
on the
get.
planet. Yeah.
That's something I love about Leos too. Y'all very loyal.
Yeah, very loyal people. But we will cut you off in a minute like you did not exist.
Never met him.
Well, listen, it's Baby Tate. Everybody, make sure you guys stream her new song. It's out right now. And, of course, the EP, when it comes out, she'll be back on the show, all right? Thank you.
Thank you, TT.
Thank you. It's Tapping with TT on Hot 97.